I was looking at blackfeather just recently and she's not looking very good. To me, that is definitely the signs that I have seen of them having worms. But first we need to get some hay in their ring. They ran out just about a day ago. Look at that. Got a little bit of water. We had some rain come in the other day and it's holding a little bit of water. We didn't have a whole lot of rain and we were really dry, so most of the water went straight down into the ground. But the little runoff that we had went to the bottom of this pond and it is holding so far. Obviously it's only on one side and it's exactly what I thought. It's a little deeper on this side than it is the other side, but that is a really good sign. What do you know, the battery's dead. Time to go get the excursion and jump it. I had to move these over because the bison were pushing through this fence and they were shorting out my electric fence. You can see right here how they were pushing on it, and then it would short this electric fence on this barbed wire here. I like this netting on these bales a lot better than the twine, but the netting tends to get everywhere in the winter. Blackfeather right there, you can see, just stood up. That's the one I'm concerned about. What I noticed the other day is her back end is a little thinner than it should be, and her eyes are kind of running and have a little bit of kind of crustiness. That is one of the signs of actually having worms. With buffalo, you really have to be careful because the moment they show signs of worms, they can go downhill really, really fast. It takes them a long time to actually show signs that they have a worm load. Everybody else looks okay, but her, we really need to take care of her before it goes downhill really fast. I've seen animals show signs and they can go down within weeks, so we really have to take care of her today. Trying to do kind of a little bit of an assessment on the rest of them. The rest of them look fairly decent. I don't really see anything in their hind end to where they are losing weight or anything like that. And blackfeather doesn't look that bad, but it is definitely signs of worms. She's got one eye that's really crusted up, and that could be a sign of something else, but the combination between that one eye crusted up and her hind end a little bit thin. Problem is right now I went and checked and we don't have any range cubes, so we need to run up to the store and get some range cubes so that I can put some medication in there, mix it up, and be able to worm the whole herd. If she's showing signs of worms, chances are the rest of the herd has a worm load, and so we want to be able to worm just the whole herd and make sure we're taking care of all of them before they get to her point. Actually, after getting a little bit closer to her, her eye looks worse than I thought. I think she actually might have had a horn go to it. It may not be worms like I thought. It looks like she got it poked pretty hard. We're gonna go ahead and get the wormer in them anyway, but I'm kind of concerned that she might have lost her eyesight in that side. I've seen this before with bison all the time. They play with each other and they turn those horns into each other's face, and sometimes they catch their eye and put each other's eyes out. I'm halfway wondering if that's what's happened to her, because it's more than just running. It actually looks pretty glazed over and red. Let's go ahead and head up there and get some wormer, get some medication, and get that into them and at least eliminate that, and to see if that clears it up. If it doesn't clear it up, it makes a little bit more sense of why it's running like that, because I actually wormed them not too long ago and I was surprised that she was showing signs. And getting a little bit closer, her back end doesn't look as bad as I thought it did, but her eye looks worse. So let's go ahead and, they don't like sudden movement. Let's go ahead and head up there and get some wormer, and we'll eliminate that as the cause of the problem. I've found this feed trough works best to mix it in here. I put 3 piles. Typically walking coyote, strong wind, and red prairie will lead the way, so they will probably go to this feed trough, and then the rest of it I'm going to save for the rest of the herd, and I'm going to dot it out as they come along. I think they're following me now. There she comes. Come on, guys. Well, I'm pretty satisfied with how much she's eating. She's eaten a full portion. She's one of the dominant animals. She's probably ranking like third among all the 6. So she kind of pushes her way around to get to that feed, which is good. I'm not 100% certain that it is worms though. The way it looks like to me, it looks like it has been injured. I don't think it's pink eye either, just the way it looks. You might ask why I don't run them through a corral. Well, we don't have a corral fully set up yet. Worst comes to worst, we can do that. I can have a vet come out with a mobile squeeze chute. So if it comes down to it, we can go that far. I don't think that's going to help at this stage. Could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to help at this stage. The other thing that you can do, worst case scenario, is you can dart her. And they do that with cattle a lot. But I've heard it's a little bit trickier with bison. Some of the guys that I've talked to that have darted these animals, you basically have a fine line of either putting them to sleep or actually killing them. I don't really want to dart her unless it's last case scenario. We're gonna see what this wormer does to her and just monitor and see if her eye and her back end get a little bit better. After looking at her a little bit more thoroughly, I don't think her back end is that thin. I think she's okay. I think it might have been just the lighting that I was looking at her before, but her eye is just the big thing. I don't know, it's pretty glazed over. I can't get close enough to get some good footage for you guys. But it just looks like it's actually been punctured, which is really sad to see. So hopefully she doesn't lose her eyesight, and hopefully she'll recover. We'll definitely try to keep you guys up to date. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time.